Hey, stoic warriors, rain hammers against your window while the world sleeps. You're awake again, not because you want to be, but because something inside refuses to let you rest. That gnawing sensation that you're living someone else's life, following someone else's script, drowning in someone else's expectations. Your mind races through conversations that never happened, battles you never fought, futures that terrify you with their uncertainty. Seneca once wrote in exile, stripped of everything he owned, every new thing excites the mind, but a mind seeking truth turns from the new and seeks the old. He discovered something revolutionary in his darkest hour. That mental chaos isn't your enemy. It's your untrained power screaming to be channeled. You've tried everything. Meditation apps that promise sleep, journals that stay blank after day 3, motivational videos that hype you for exactly 7 minutes. Nothing sticks because no one told you the real secret. Discipline isn't about adding more to your morning. It's about unleashing what's already there, buried beneath layers of modern noise and ancient fear. Picture a samurai preparing for battle, but the battlefield is internal. Every morning you wake to 10,000 thoughts attacking simultaneously. Regrets from yesterday, terror about tomorrow, that conversation you should have had, that opportunity you let slip, that person you can't forget. Your mind becomes a coliseum where every insecurity feasts on your potential. The Stoics endured plagues, wars, betrayals, exile. They watched empires fall and loved ones die. Yet, they discovered something modern psychology is only now catching up to. The mind can be built like a fortress, not through suppression, but through sacred morning rituals that convert mental chaos into laser focus. They called it premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils, not to manifest negativity, but to become psychologically invincible. You know that person you are at 2 a.m., when the world goes quiet and suddenly you're planning to conquer industries, write novels, transform your body, rebuild relationships. That's not delusion. That's your authentic self breaking through the static. But morning comes and the vision dissolves like mist because you haven't yet learned to capture lightning in a bottle. These 5 principles aren't gentle suggestions whispered over herbal tea. They're psychological warfare tactics used by Marcus Aurelius while leading armies, by Epictetus enduring slavery, by Cato defying tyrants. They're designed to hijack your neurology and turn your morning mind from worst enemy into fiercest ally. What if tomorrow morning, instead of negotiating with weakness, you woke already victorious? If decision fatigue couldn't touch you because your path is predetermined by principles older than religions, if anxiety bounced off because you'd already rehearsed every possible disaster and found peace within chaos, type these words, mind over morning. Smash that like button if you're done being a passenger in your own consciousness. Subscribe and hit the bell. This channel is about to become your morning arsenal. Don't skip ahead. Each principle is a key, and you need all 5 to unlock the vault. Number 1. Delete the morning scroll addiction. Your phone lights up. 7 notifications, 12 unread messages, someone posted something, someone commented somewhere. Your finger moves unconsciously toward that glowing rectangle of dopamine. And just like that, your morning is hijacked before your eyes are fully open. Sound familiar? Marcus Aurelius never had Instagram, but he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He ruled an empire without checking it first thing in the morning. Meanwhile, we check our phones 96 times a day, starting within 5 minutes of waking, letting strangers' opinions and curated highlight reels set our emotional temperature. Tomorrow, try what I call the digital fortress protocol. Your phone doesn't exist for the first hour you're awake, not on airplane mode, not face down. It literally doesn't exist in your morning universe. Place it in another room tonight. Buy an actual alarm clock. Yes, it feels extreme. That's how deep the addiction runs. Watch what happens to your brain. Without that instant dopamine hit, your mind scrambles, searches, panics slightly. Then something magical occurs. It starts producing its own thoughts instead of reacting to others. You remember dreams, ideas surface. That creative spark you thought died in childhood was just buried under notification noise. CEOs of billion-dollar companies follow this rule religiously. They know what you're about to discover. The morning mind is either a creator or a consumer. When you consume first, news, social media, emails, you program your brain into reactive mode for the entire day. You become a pinball bouncing between other people's urgencies. But when you create first, thoughts, decisions, intentions, you become the architect of your day rather than its victim. Ancestors woke to silence, to possibility, to their own thoughts as the loudest voice in the room. They built civilizations with that clarity. You wake to everyone else's chaos, drama, agendas, flooding your consciousness before you even remember your own name. No wonder anxiety feels like the default setting. You start each day voluntarily drowning in digital noise your nervous system wasn't designed to process. Number 2, turn your shower into a mental dojo. That hot water hitting your skin isn't just washing away yesterday's dirt. It's your chance to practice what Stoics called voluntary hardship. While everyone else stands half asleep, letting comfort numb them into another unconscious day, you're about to transform those 10 minutes into mental military training. Seneca, one of Rome's wealthiest men, regularly practiced poverty and discomfort. He wrote, "Every new thing excites the mind, but a mind that seeks truth turns from the new and seeks the old masters." He knew comfort was the enemy of mental strength. End every shower with 30 seconds of cold water. Not lukewarm, cold. The kind that makes your body scream and your mind beg for mercy. This isn't bro science metabolism hype. This is about proving to your brain first thing in the morning that you're in charge. When that cold water hits and every cell in your body screams to turn the handle back to warm, but you stand there anyway, you're literally rewiring your prefrontal cortex. You're teaching your mind that discomfort is temporary, but surrender is permanent. Professional fighters do this. Special forces operators, emergency room surgeons. They understand that resilience isn't born in comfort zones. It's forged in those moments when your body says no more and your mind says 30 more seconds. That cold water becomes a metaphor for everything else you'll face that day. The difficult email you dread, the uncomfortable conversation you've been avoiding. You start your day dancing with discomfort. Here's the revolution. During those 30 seconds, practice what philosophers call amor fati, love of fate. Don't just endure the cold, embrace it, thank it. Let it wake parts of you that comfort has put to sleep. Feel your breathing change, your awareness sharpen, your victim mentality dissolve. You're not suffering, you're sculpting. Every second under that cold water carves away weakness and reveals strength. The shower becomes your morning dojo, training your most important muscle, your willpower. Most people avoid discomfort all day, then wonder why they crumble when life demands strength. You seek controlled discomfort before breakfast, programming your nervous system to handle whatever chaos the universe throws at you. You're becoming someone who doesn't just survive cold showers, but transforms them into power. Number 3, script your day like a movie director. While everyone else stumbles blindly into their day, hoping for the best, you're about to become the director of your own psychological thriller. Not with some fantasy vision board, but with what the Stoics called premeditatio. pre-living your day with surgical precision before it even begins. Epictetus taught, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." He understood that the mind without direction becomes a slave to circumstances. So before you leave your bed, mentally rehearse your entire day like a method actor preparing for the performance of their life. Close your eyes for 3 minutes. See yourself walking into that meeting you dread. Watch yourself speak with conviction. Feel the confidence in your voice. Visualize that difficult coworker and rehearse your response to their predictable negativity. See the gym session you keep skipping. Imagine yourself walking through those doors at exactly 6 p.m. This isn't wishful thinking, it's neural programming. Olympic athletes have run entire races in their minds before their feet hit the track. Surgeons perform operations mentally before picking up the scalpel. The brain can't tell the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you pre-live your day, you create neural pathways that make actual living feel like déjà vu. But here's where most people fail. They visualize success without obstacles. That's fantasy. Real mental rehearsal includes frustrations, setbacks, and moments where everything goes wrong. See yourself stuck in traffic but remaining calm. Visualize a project falling apart but responding with solutions instead of panic. Watch yourself getting rejected but maintaining composure. When you've already lived through chaos mentally, reality becomes less intimidating than your morning visualization. The power isn't in visualization itself, it's in the decision-making you do in advance. You remove decision fatigue by pre-deciding how you'll handle every scenario. That person who triggers you, that temptation that derails your diet, you've already walked past it in your mind. You're not living reactively anymore. You're executing a script you wrote when your mind was clear. Tomorrow morning, become director, actor, and audience of your own day. Script the conversations, rehearse the challenges, pre-live victories and defeats. When you've already won the day in your mind, reality becomes just a formality. Number 4, the 5-minute war room strategy. Every Fortune 500 CEO, every military general, every emergency room chief has a war room where strategies are born and battles are planned. Yours happens to be your kitchen table at 5:47 a.m. Armed with nothing but paper and the kind of focus that could cut glass, Marcus Aurelius, while managing an empire and fighting literal wars, wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being." But he didn't just go to work. He strategized like his life depended on it, because it did, and so does yours. Take 5 minutes, exactly 5. Write what I call the battle plan, not a to-do list. Those are for amateurs. This is tactical warfare against mediocrity. Write 3 enemies you'll face today. Procrastination on that project, the temptation to skip your workout, that toxic person who drains your energy. Name them, make them real. Then write your exact counterattack for each. Investment bankers do this before markets open. Trauma surgeons before their shifts. Navy SEALs before missions. They understood what ancient warriors knew. The battle is won or lost before it begins. When you identify your enemies in advance, your phone addiction, your people-pleasing tendencies, your habit of avoiding difficult conversations, you strip them of the element of surprise. But here's the twist that changes everything. Also write what you'll sacrifice today. The Stoics knew that every yes is a no to something else. That Netflix episode sacrificed for reading. That gossip session sacrificed for deep work. That comfortable lie sacrificed for uncomfortable truth. When you pre-decide your sacrifices, they stop feeling like losses and start feeling like investments. Your war room isn't about motivation, It's about strategy. Motivated people rely on feeling good. Strategic people win regardless of feelings. You're mapping the battlefield of your day while your competition is still hitting snooze. You're identifying where you're weak, where you're strong, where you'll attack, where you'll defend. This isn't planning. It's psychological warfare. You're both the general and the army. By the time you finish your coffee, you've already fought and won the major battles of your day on paper. Everything else is just execution. You walk into your day not hoping for victory, but expecting it, because you've already seen exactly how you'll achieve it. Number 5, master the art of morning silence. In a world that starts screaming at you the second you wake up, the most rebellious act isn't adding more noise. It's weaponizing silence. Not meditation, where you try to empty your mind, but what the Stoics called prose, a violent focus that burns through mental fog like a laser through paper. Seneca wrote, "All cruelty springs from weakness." The cruelest thing you do to yourself each morning is filling every second with noise, terrified of meeting your own thoughts. Music in the shower, podcast while coffee brews, news while eating. You're drowning out the only voice that actually matters, your own inner guidance system. Tomorrow, practice the monastery protocol for 15 minutes after waking. No music, no podcasts, no conversation, no input whatsoever. Just you and the sound of your own existence. Brush your teeth in silence. Make coffee in silence. Sit with that coffee in absolute silence. Not peaceful floating silence, but active, aggressive silence, where you're hunting for the signal in the noise. Watch what surfaces when you stop running from quiet. First comes discomfort, your mind squirming like an addict without a fix. Then anxiety. All those thoughts you've been avoiding rush forward. But if you stay in the silence, something profound happens. Clarity emerges. That problem you've been overthinking, the solution appears. That decision you've been avoiding, the answer becomes obvious. That person you can't figure out, their truth reveals itself. Billionaire investors use this principle. They call it thinking time. Creative geniuses guard their morning silence like treasure. They discovered what monks have known for centuries. Wisdom doesn't come from consuming more information, but from digesting what's already inside you. Your subconscious has been solving problems all night while you slept. But if you immediately flood it with external noise, those solutions never reach consciousness. The silence isn't empty, it's pregnant with possibility. Every breakthrough you've ever had came in a moment of quiet. Every intuition you've ignored was whispered, not shouted. In the morning silence, you're not just avoiding noise. You're accessing a frequency of intelligence that only broadcasts when the world shuts up. You're tuning in to what Carl Jung called the collective unconscious, what athletes call the zone, what artists call the muse. This isn't spiritual bypassing. This is tactical intelligence gathering from the only source that has access to all your data, your deep mind. In 15 minutes of morning silence, you'll receive more valuable insights than in hours of consuming other people's thoughts. You've just been handed 5 weapons that emperors used to build empires, that slaves used to find freedom, that warriors used to conquer fear itself. These aren't life hacks or morning routines. They're psychological alchemy that transforms mental lead into gold. Marcus Aurelius left us with this: confine yourself to the present. Every morning is your present, your gift, your battlefield, your canvas. The question isn't whether you'll use these principles. It's whether you're finally ready to stop being a tourist in your own life and become its architect. Tomorrow morning, you'll wake up. That's guaranteed. What isn't guaranteed is whether you'll wake up as the same person who's been sleepwalking through existence, or as someone who's declared war on mediocrity. These 5 principles aren't suggestions. They're your declaration of independence from mental slavery. Start with just one. Master it for 7 days before adding another. Your mind will resist, scream, negotiate, rationalize. That's proof it's working. You're literally rewiring neural pathways carved by years of unconscious living. It won't be comfortable. Revolution never is. But imagine looking back 1 year from now, knowing this was the morning everything changed. This was when you stopped letting life happen to you and started happening to life. Your future self is watching this moment, praying you'll have the courage to begin. The Stoics knew something we've forgotten. Discipline equals freedom. Master your mornings. Master your mind. Master your life. Hit that like button if you're ready for war. Subscribe because this is just the beginning. Share this with someone who needs to wake up tomorrow morning. You know what to do.